Guys, I am standing in front of the largest tiny home village in Los Angeles, California, put on by Hope of the Valley. We truly feel together that no person should be homeless. Having a home should be a human right. And that's exactly what they're doing here at Hope of the Valley. So let's go check out some of the tiny homes and let's see what they're all about. Come on.
These damn things are so old.
Yeah, you got some Jordans now, huh?
I got some Jordans,
there
man.
you go.
Looking fresh.
Thank you guys for what you do.
Oh, this is exactly why we do it. People need this. You know what's wonderful about this place? You're gonna have an address.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
get.
I can have mail.
Yes, you can get your mail. You can get your ID back.
How much is the rent? She told me.
It's absolutely
You
free.
don't have to pay anything.
No.
I couldn't believe that. Thank you guys for
Yeah,
everything.
thank you.
Yeah,
You know,
thank you. You're gonna get through this, man. There's
Oh, yeah,
always
I'll
rough
be-
patches in life, but you're gonna get through this.
I'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
And I'm so thankful for the new Jordans, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just thankful to you. I'm thankful to everybody here because out here on these streets, let me tell you, it ain't easy. I have to sleep with one eye open every night because people try to steal your stuff. A poor homeless guy, and you're gonna take his backpack. I mean, come on now. I mean, that's.
Somebody donated a bunch of quilts too.
Oh,
we have this
God.
quilting community. Let me see if I can get. I'll show you one of the quilts.
Oh my God. You know,
Thank you for sitting down and talking with us. What was your name again?
Mark.
Mark. Nice to meet you, Mark.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
And I hope you're gonna enjoy your stay here.
And you guys are doing a great job here, man.
So we're here with Rowan. Rowan is the guy that's making this all happen, and we really do appreciate you and everything you do. Like, you're changing people's lives right here, and it's beautiful. It really is.
Well, we're just so blessed to be a part of it. You know, it's not just us, it's everyone here in the city of Los Angeles. And I think, you know, so often we want to throw rocks at politicians, but when they do the right thing, you need to give them a pat like you do with your dogs. You know, the politicians did the right thing here. The local city councilman, Paul Kokorian, stepped up. The mayor of Los Angeles stepped up. And there's a lot of naysayers and haters, but when you just shake it off, you see there's lives are going to be transformed. Because no one should be homeless. No one needs to be left in the street. We can do this if we just all come together.
For sure, 100%. I'm for it. I'm behind it. I'm backing it.
I love it.
And let's check out the tiny homes.
Very cool. Well, this is actually California's largest tiny home village. And
Really?
we opened the very first one in LA County about 2 miles away. We opened it in the middle of February and it's been an incredible success.
Really?
Because there's people getting off the street and they're just dealing with their stuff in a way with dignity and respect. We run a bunch of thrift stores, which is how we fund a lot of this stuff. And we say, whether it's a garment coming to our thrift store that we're gonna resell, or it's someone being thrown away by society who comes in here who just needs to be given some love and respect, everyone gets a second chance.
Love that.
So the way it works, we start to build a wait list because there's going to be more people than we have beds.
Right.
So we prioritize women, the elderly, those at high risk of COVID, and we're going to get them in first.
Okay.
Starting this Tuesday, we're going to bring 20 in at a time. They're going to come in the far gate up the front here. They're going to meet with one of our security guards. Really respectfully, we're going to say, okay, let's have a look at your stuff. Now, sometimes people have stuff they can't bring in here. There's no drugs, alcohol, or weapons in here.
Okay.
But it'd be really stupid to say, you've got to throw away all your drugs before you can come in and get treatment for a drug addiction.
Right.
That'd be dumb.
Yeah.
If you're a woman who has faced abuse and violence on the street, you're going to carry a knife to protect yourself.
Right.
That would be insanity to say, throw away the knife before you can come inside and get treatment and therapy for what makes you carry the knife. So we have little lock boxes. We call them don't ask, don't tell. So whatever you put in that lockbox, only you and the security guard can get access to, no one else. What happens outside the wire happens outside the wire, but inside it's the love club.
Wow.
We read a lot of Harry Potter, so we believe in magic. So the very first thing, you come down here and you jump in a hot shower.
Oh.
We have 15 showers on this site. You take as long as you want. You get a clean pair of underwear, some hot water and some good soap. You feel like a new person.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna go over to our dining area here and you're gonna eat way too much.
Okay.
Because then you feel like a new person,
Yeah.
right? While that's happening, we're gonna throw your clothes in here, clean your clothes. If you've got a dog, we're gonna put it in the dog run over here.
Wow.
And your dog's gonna have a little bit of time to be a dog again, not in a tent on the street, afraid for whoever's coming for it. But during that time, you're going to be part of our hippy dippy little community here.
Yeah.
So why don't I show you one of the
Let's
cabins?
do it, definitely. You guys, you definitely have a good heart, man. Like, I see you're doing this for the good reasons. You know, you really want to help people, and I admire that. That's
One
amazing.
of the things you'll notice though is the colors.
Yeah, I see that.
You know, institutions caused a lot of our problems.
Okay.
Putting people in prison, putting people in the foster care system, and so many of the people that we care for have been institutionalized. You know, the councilman was really smart on this project. He knew if this was just little white boxes, it would have felt like some sort of internment camp.
Right, it would have.
But turning it into something lively, modern,
colorful,
that's got some love in it, all of a sudden you go, it's more of a campus.
Yeah.
I can live here, I can build a life. Now the next thing you'll notice is the security. Entirely wrapping around this whole facility is a 9-foot high fence.
Oh wow.
With a privacy screen.
Yeah, with cameras
This
too.
is really important. We have over $75,000 of video surveillance on this site.
Wow.
Because not only should someone be able to go inside their tiny home, lock the door, feel safe, they should be able to walk through the campus knowing everyone in here is walking that same journey with them.
Right.
This is a community and it becomes a village. It's kind of fun to watch. You go, oh my gosh, it's very suburban for a bunch of people who have been kicked out of the suburbs.
For sure.
We have on this side 104 of these units.
Oh wow.
And
so
we are
there's
so
104 in this whole.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So is there 2 people per, or does this one just have 2 beds?
No, it's 2 people per cabin outside of COVID.
Okay.
Under COVID, it's only 1 unless you identify as a family or as a couple.
Got
and
it.
we're not smart enough to know what that means. So if you identify as a family or couple, that's fine with us.
Got it.
Right?
Right.
Every single person gets a bunch of patchwork. We have these church ladies who they patchwork for other people and they give you something awesome. Our guests come in when they're getting housed, go into their permanent housing. They steal the stuff, which is great, and take it with them. We have artists who believe in what we're doing. We put art in every single cabin because when you come to a place like this, you're putting your hand up. I can't house myself.
Yeah.
I can't shower myself. I can't guarantee myself a meal. That's pretty demoralizing. So we should make it as good and as painless as possible. Another cool thing is we have the 6-inch mattress, so you can lay down on it.
Oh
feel
yeah, it's
it,
comfy.
all cushy.
Yeah, that's comfortable living, and I love how it like feels homey. Like it doesn't feel like you're in like a little box, you know.
That's
like
right.
it feel like you see there's art, there's candles. Like it feels like a home, and that's what I think is really awesome.
Yeah,
for people.
you
It's
have
like,
that like traditional roof kind of feel. It's not like a straight top.
It doesn't
you
feel
know?
like you're just in a box. Like,
Yeah.
It feels like a little tiny home, and that's what's amazing. Because I've seen like other things online and people that make tiny homes, they kind of just look like boxes.
Yeah.
You know, this I feel like is really going to bring the the people the courage back that they feel like they have a house. You
That's
know,
it.
and I overheard the other lady talking about each person has an address and can get mail.
Yep.
That's
absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely. And then on top of that, we're in California, so it gets hot as hell, right?
Yeah.
We have our air conditioner here.
Wow.
We played a little game in here. We got one of those digital thermometers. It was 90 degrees outside. We get down to 63 degrees with this thing.
Wow.
Then on a rainy night in February, we tested out one of these. This is the heater. We could get it up to 85 degrees.
Wow.
On top of that, we'll put a kennel underneath, right?
For your dog or something.
Your dog is the most important thing. We say like becoming homeless is like going to prison. You find out who your real friends and family are.
Yeah.
Because your family's not visiting you on the street unless you've got really good family.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all those friends who were with you when you were okay, they've disappeared, right? So the dog is the most important thing. You want to hold that dog on, and people will actually go, I won't go into a shelter if I can't take my dog. I won't get housing, I won't get drug treatment if I can't take my dog. Last year, 1,300 people died on the street for no other reason than they were homeless in our city.
That's crazy.
In America.
That's
and
crazy.
we can solve this.
And they really don't discriminate here at all. They're looking out for the handicapped people as well. If you
Yeah, and that's my favorite number.
if you look in here, they give you like a complimentary wheelchair. You got a walker if you need it, because they know being a homeless person, you don't have access to stuff like this. And this is just like, it truly touches my heart because these people really do care. You can feel it. It's not a front. They're not just doing this to do it. They really truly care about other people.
Yeah.
And like, that's what we need here. We need that here in the world. We need love, and we need to look out for each other because we're all human beings. We're all one race, and that is human. So do your part and try to help out. That's all I ask.
And just look in more detail. There's fire alarms in each room.
Wow.
There's a carbon monoxide or a smoke detector. So literally everyone's perfectly safe in here.
This seems like a very like ideal place for a homeless person. I just hope they can make this even bigger. This is the largest one, but I hope they can make more, because with every 100 people that are saved in a place like this, there's still thousands more on the street. So I hope I can do my part, I hope you guys can do your part, and I hope Hope Valley can do their part, which they're already starting to do. So I'm super happy to be involved with an organization like this.
So my favorite thing, like, in my life is, you know, when I came to America, I lived in a little apartment, and my wife and I saved up and we bought a house, and the house got this backyard.
Okay.
This is the first shelter with a backyard. So over here, you'll see this big bit of, it's almost like parkland. And
yeah.
we're ordering these big tables. Our friends are giving us a whole bunch of board games and books.
Wow.
And our clients and our guests, they're people who work.
Yeah.
So they have days off too. And so often they don't want to leave here because this is the place that they're getting healing.
Right.
We're gonna have a whole little bit of a backyard area where you can sit, play games, read a book, just recharge,
Right.
chase the gophers that are coming up
Right.
everywhere. But just be human again.
Human, yeah,
Feel
most
normal,
definitely.
you know?
How much do each unit cost, like to make, like to do one?
So the city of Los Angeles did a really great deal. They bought each one for about $6,500. By the time they pop it up, it costs about $10,000 each. Now the city, this is a pretty nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to buy a house here.
Right.
So it needed to look right. So
Yeah.
they renovated the site to look great. By the time they put a sewage line in, now it's got to be a pretty big sewer line. There's 200 people pooping and showering and all of
Right.
that. So a giant sewer line, all the electric, everything else, comes out about $43,000 a bed, which is a pretty darn cheap bed in the city of Los Angeles.
For sure.
I'm excited about this because it gives people dignity,
Yeah.
you know, and so often when you're on the street, you've had that thing that makes you human just stolen.
Right.
You know, you look at people and each day that they're out there, that little bit of, you know, spark inside them
Right.
gets taken away. People come in here and it doesn't take long. They start stepping up again.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely would ignite a light in each person that gets to live like this, and it could inspire others. And you know, I definitely would love to see more stuff like this in Los Angeles, because there is an overwhelming amount of homeless people living in Los Angeles on the streets. It's crazy, and I know you feel the same way, but we don't feel like anyone should be living on the streets, you know? Especially the city that we're in, Los Angeles. Like, it's one of the richest cities in the world.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm glad they're starting to step up and make things happen, and shout out to Hope of the Valley for making this happen. How can people like help out that are watching? Like, what ways can they
Look,
help?
I'll give you a couple of real easy ones. Number one, follow us on social media.
Follow right
we
here.
are learning the power of social media. We're really great at helping people.
Yeah.
We're really crap at everything else we do. We don't tell our story well. We don't do what you do online. But every time someone says, well, you can share my story of how I got housed, people share that, and it shares and goes and it goes and goes, and then somebody sees it who goes, I'm gonna make a big donation and I'm gonna make change. Get out there, be a part of our thrift store. We employ over 60, overwhelmingly women, people of color in our thrift stores. We generate about $3.2 million to help homeless people by selling good stuff. We have one in Santa Clarita, that's my favorite one in Lancaster, Palmdale, Granada Hills, and Simi Valley.
Okay, and what are they called?
Hope of the Valley.
Look at that.
That's simple.
If you live in any of these cities, go check them out. I know thrifting's a big thing and everyone enjoys it. Maybe you'll find your next outfit there, and you'll be helping out other people's lives.
That's it. And then beyond that, make a donation.
Yeah.
We're all in it together. We're kind of like the Bernie Sanders campaign in that the average donation's about $20. It's people going, yeah, I can chip in a few bucks because I give a damn and I want to make change.
Right. All it takes, literally, if each person that's watching this donates $20,000, or not $20,000, if each person watching this donates $20, like, it makes a difference. It really does. And I know you might be thinking, like, how's $20 going to do anything when these houses cost $10,000 a pop? Well, if each person donates $20, it equals out to $10,000. So donate.
And then the very last thing is, when you do follow me, you'll see my Amazon wish list. I'm always asking to buy duvets. Everyone who comes here gets a brand new duvet, and they're gonna steal it when they leave, and that's okay. On top of that, we need to get those plastic tubs that go under the beds.
Yeah.
We need to get deodorant. We need to help people, you know, with this, that, or the other. So go on the Amazon wish list. It's so easy. You buy it, and they send it straight to our office.
Wow,
That
that's
easy.
super easy. I know I'm gonna be going on there and buying some stuff because I want to help out as much as I can. So
Yeah.
definitely, man, this is amazing. Is there any other background checks for someone to get in?
No, we're not. We're a low barrier shelter. You don't have to be clean, you don't have to have it all sorted, because we realize on the street you're not going to have that.
Yeah.
Once you come in, you're going to start that pathway to getting clean. Maybe you've got a warrant, you need to get that cleaned up. Maybe you've got a court date, that's okay. We'll work through that. Most important, let's get you inside, stabilized, and then we'll deal with the crap.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We're terrible at keeping rules.
Yeah.
We're not about that. We're about making people whole. People always ask, well, what about the curfew or this or that? You know, one of our site managers explained it to me like this. She goes, yeah, we're strict. We never ever let anyone come back after 10 unless they've got a job, because that's way more important than some stupid curfew. Or maybe their family's taking them out to eat and they're starting to reconnect. Screw the curfew then, on and on and on.
Right.
We're about people. The city did good on these because these are tapped to the main sewer.
Oh, wow.
But
So each person literally will be able to have a clean shower, use the restroom in like an actual toilet and not on the street. That's amazing.
and after each time it is cleaned and wiped down after every single use.
Really?
Absolutely. Look, you deserve to be able to go to the toilet in a clean environment. No one has to go to the toilet in, you know, filth.
Yeah, definitely. Anyone can get the wrong idea by driving by and seeing this,
Yeah.
you know, like they could think, oh, what are they doing to the city? But when you actually come in here and you see what their message is and what they're trying to do, it really is a beautiful thing, and it makes you think of stuff a different way. And like, it really opened my eyes to just like a lot of things, like just seeing how you can put this village together, and talking to Mark and how emotional he was for just a pair of shoes. Like,
Yeah.
we look past all that stuff as human beings every day, like the clothes that we wear. Watching this on a computer screen or an iPad, like
Yeah.
that's a true blessing. And I just, again, thank you so much
Hey,
for doing
thank
this.
you.
It really is
Thank
an
you.
amazing thing. Right here is the only way in and the only way out. Completely secured. There's going to be 24-hour security here to watch the door and make sure that no one that's not supposed to be here is in here. I'm very inspired. I want to get involved. I want to sponsor one of these. I see everyone has a sponsored by someone. I don't know these people, but I wanted to say sponsored by the Taylor fam. What do you think?
Oh, I would love that.
Should the Taylor fam do that? Let me know in the comments. Should we try to sponsor one of these? Actually, let's go ask Rowan how we sponsor one. I saw all of the units have like sponsored by. How do we get one to say sponsored by the Taylor fam?
Okay, so it's real easy. All you do is donate $3,000. Now, the city of Los Angeles built these, and they're actually funding us to operate it, but there's a gap. People need a little extra stuff, a little extra love to make this whole system work. So we're asking donate $3,000. We'll put your name on that.
And it
Done
stays
deal.
there forever?
It stays there as long as we're here.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Look, if you guys want us to sponsor one and you want to see it say sponsored by the Taylor fam, I need you guys to smash the thumbs up on this video right now. And hey, maybe we'll even stay in one to give a full experience.
Absolutely, we'd love to have you stay.
Right on, smash the like button.
Yeah.
Wow. So we started recording a little late, but he was just saying that someone died in a tent. Before this all came about, someone died in a tent and it was there for 3 months before anyone found their body.
Just make housing a human right. Make this first step a human right, and we're doing it.
We're doing
Like 200 beds, it's not a bad start
Not
today.
a bad start at all.
At the end of this year, we started this year with 507. We'll finish this year with over 1,200 beds for the homeless.
That's amazing.
very cool.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully by next year we can double, triple, quadruple that.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah, man.
Bless
Thank you.
you guys.
Thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.
Wow, guys, that was truly an amazing experience. Just to see that these people are doing this from the goodness of their heart and really trying to help others is an amazing thing that you don't see often, especially here in LA. So I support this place 100%, and we're gonna definitely be making more content here as time goes on. So if you enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up. You guys can always get involved and help out as well. All the information for that is down below. Check them out. Go give them a follow. These are good people doing good things, and I fully support them. That wraps up this video, guys. I love you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
My anxiety takes a hold of me. I ain't happy in the hills no more.